Thank you so much, and good evening, everyone. I really like to express my deepest appreciation to Dr. Annie Kalajan and the hardworking team at ATOP's Meaningful World for, this invitation to be with all of you tonight. So this is a wonderful opportunity to meet each other, get to know each other, and have these important discourses. Dr. Kalajan has really been a tireless advocate for values of being proactive about improving one's body, mind, and spirit so we can have maximum functionality in the development of our heart of compassion, loving kindness, and self-empowerment. So thank you so much, Dr. Kalajan. I will be sharing tonight about how strong emotional intelligence enhances resilience in women facing crisis and distress. Now, emotional intelligence, or the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions positively, is crucial for building strong relationships, improving communication, and navigating challenges effectively. So resilience is a trait that women have demonstrated throughout history, from humanity's earliest times to the rise and fall of civilizations to the challenges of the modern world. And today, issues such as unequal pay, lack of education, gender-based violence, human trafficking, and rollbacks in strengthening the rights of women are but a few of the challenges we are facing. Compounding these complexities and inequalities is our increasing reliance on technology and the digital divide, which Dr. had mentioned in her presentation, does threaten to exclude those who don't have access to technology, the internet, and digital education. In low-income countries, only 20% of the population is connected to the internet. On average, globally, women have less understanding of technology, fewer digital skills, and less presence on online platforms. And I think the distinctions that was made by Dr. Kalajan as well as the doctor from Dubai indicates that this income disparity, wealth disparity, does create a difference. So technology can be used to intimidate, abuse, and control women who now face the additional threat of online harassment and exploitation. So this is a dark side of the use of digital technology and artificial intelligence. In some countries, apps track women's whereabouts and activities, and women's physical mobility is being curbed by the justification that technology enables women to communicate and work from home. So the development of artificial intelligence is complicating matters, and it can mirror the gender bias in our society. And one study, in fact, found that 44% of AI systems showed gender bias. And if we want AI to be more equitable, we must ensure that development adheres to human rights standards. We also need to increase women's participation and leadership in the AI industry because women comprise only 22% of AI talent globally and only 14% of senior executives in the field of AI. So women have historically been known to be resilient in the face of challenges, and they must continue to cultivate this important characteristic to face the complexities of modern life. As we witness the rise of AI, the catastrophic effects of climate change, and geopolitical issues that's throwing the whole world into chaos, the world does need this innate and instinctive capability more than ever before. So resilience stems from high emotional intelligence, which creates greater self-awareness, or as the doctor had indicated, self-actualization, which is a very important word. And, in traumatic situations, emotional intelligence and resilience can result in positive changes, including personal strength, appreciation of life, better relationships, and spiritual changes. So, according to author Daniel Coleman, who I'm sure you've all heard about, he wrote the international bestseller Emotional Intelligence: Why It Can Matter More Than IQ. A person with high emotional intelligence will not just handle crisis, but be able to thrive through unexpected and unfortunate circumstances. So each of the 5 pillars of emotional intelligence, which is self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills, help to build resilience. So, one, self-awareness helps us to manage our emotions and make conscious choices about how to react. 2, self-regulation helps us manage impulsive behavior that might cause more harm than good. 3, intrinsic motivation results from a strong sense of purpose guided by core values. 4, empathy helps us connect with others who are facing challenges. And 5, social skills equip us to resolve conflicts, collaborate, and build networks. These are the important partnerships that were previously mentioned. So empathy and social skills are particularly associated with resilience, and these are the strengths of women. We understand it inherently within ourselves, and empathy helps mediate aggression and resolve conflict through understanding, seeing the other's viewpoint, and transcending biases, leading to greater collaboration and more sustainable outcomes. So empathetic people have greater life satisfaction, less negativity, and fewer depressive symptoms. It helps sustain cooperation in societies, which is necessary to overcome crisis as a community. So relationships, and empathy is highly connected to pro-social behavior. So you see that banner right there. When one helps another, both become stronger. That's a very important banner to read. So thank you for putting that up right as we come in. So, it really gives us this sense of a social network, helping people to also face trauma. And a study of children facing and overcoming hardships found that the most resilient children had strong relationships with caregivers, usually their mothers, who showed them unconditional acceptance. So children who feel seen, loved, and listened to were the most resilient. So the quality of caregiving, primarily by mothers, but also by teachers and other strong social connections and social support, helps children to thrive. And the conclusions of this study importantly stated the resilience rests fundamentally on relationships. And of course, because human beings are social creatures. So we do need the importance of relationship and the sense of community and belonging. So the power of social support has also been seen in survivors of traumatic periods in history. And, women's ability to build strong relationships is also related to another key component, fostering positive emotions. And I want to share about this very, very wonderful lady who demonstrates emotional intelligence and resilience, and her name is Dr. Sakina Yakubi. I've known her for many years, and she is a very dear friend of mine. And, she started this organization, the Afghan Institute of Learning, and she founded it in 1995. And during this period of time, she's built hospital, underground home schools for girls, over 3,000 of them. She's built hospitals and clinics and has conducted training programs, peace negotiations, and girls' education programs. But when the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan in 2001, the harsh restrictions on women's freedoms and rights to education were imposed again by the Taliban, who came back into power. And the particular traits of women that foster resiliency, empathy, pro-social behavior, and so much more, as I have previously indicated, is really demonstrated and exemplified in the persona of Dr. Yakubi. And I want to share this excerpt from a letter written by her as I conclude. So immediately after the U.S. left Afghanistan and the Taliban returned, disappointed but undeterred, she said, "You cannot kill whispers in the wind. A dream cannot be destroyed if we envision it still. No matter what it costs, we will hand children books. We will teach them to read, write, and do math. We will teach them to dream. It is our job to assure them that they can achieve their dreams of a peaceful and prosperous Afghanistan. We don't all pray or believe the same way, and we all have different ways to seek our strength. My belief in God and all of you who kept me strong with your compassion and love." So sharing these beautiful, uplifting words in the midst of devastating crisis situation, Dr. Yakubi is a living example that demonstrates what resilience looks like and how strength, emotional intelligence, and love can sustain dreams, encourage change, and inspire hope and courage. So thank you so much.